Just a thought for today. I was just sitting here in between things that I have to do, and I was just thinking about videos that I have seen. Don't have a lot of time to watch videos, but when I do, some things that pop up in my recommendations, I might take a few moments to see what's going on, to see what people are talking about. And I've seen a couple of pro-black men's channels, where they're pro-black men, who say, they are talking about, they love black women, and all of a sudden, I don't know where they came from, because we have been seeing all these crazy ass men talk about this and that, calling us everything under the sun. But all of a sudden now and I know there have been some on like Lennon Honor and a couple of others that have tried. But all of a sudden I've seen a few more that have popped up. But my question is, how can you say you love black women and then tell black women that you do not support them dating outside of their race? How can you say, what is black love? I don't understand that. What is black love? Because I'm thinking about when I love somebody, I want the best for them. I want them to be happy. I want them to have the best in life. I want them not to have to struggle, not to have to suffer. So for the pro-black men and pro-black women, actually, for that matter, who are saying that they love black women, but they can't get with black women who decide that, they're not just going to stick with black men as mates because the numbers just are not there. So my question is, if you love the black woman and you have an eye, you have eyes, you have ears, you know what's going on, you know that there are not enough qualified black men for the women out there who are looking for husbands, who are looking for people, black men who will take care of their children. You know the statistics. You know that the single motherhood rate in the black community is above 60-70% single motherhood in the black community. So you love black women. Is this what you want for us? Is that what you call love? You know that 60% of black girls are taken off, raped, molested, sexually assaulted, whatever you want to call it. By the time that they turn 16, I've seen some statistics say by the time they turn 17. And I've seen some that say by the time they turn 18. Whichever, by the time you reach adulthood, you have already had your first sexual experience. And most times it is a traumatic experience. But you all are not talking about that. But you love black women, right? So I'm asking, these new pro-black men who are on this channel. They're talking about the black men, about swirling with the black men, and they're talking about swirling with the black woman, and they're saying they are talking about the black men who are disparaging black women and calling them all kinds of names, but they're not being honest when they say they love black women, because if you love someone, you want the best for them. And things the way they are right now with the black men in the community, whatever community, wherever you go, either you're in the United States, you go abroad, it's all messed up. So I cannot see me saying I love my child and I'm pro-black, but I love my child and I know what kind of choices she's going to have when she becomes marrying age. I love my child, but I'm okay with her being a single mama as long as she's a single mama for a black dude. Is that what you're saying? I love my child, and it's all right if, she gets R. Kelly'd by her uncle because he's a black dude. You all need to, and I usually don't speak to black men because I'm out of that. I have nothing to do with that. That you all need to talk to you all, because if you all can't get your shit straight, you're gonna lose black women wholesale. And part of getting your shit straight is being honest, because there are no really good choices out there. Most of the good black men who are out there who want to take care of their families, who know what they're supposed to do, who take the heart and mind and soul of a woman seriously enough to know not to play with it. Those black men get taken rather quickly and stay taken. So that leaves the rest. And you're telling us that you love black women, but you want us to pick from the scraps that are left because you as black men don't, want to deal with your so-called black men and straighten their asses up. So we have something to choose from. So you love black women, but they need to stay in the filth and foolishness that you have created for us. And they need to show that they love black men by staying in the filth and the foolish that they created for us. Love don't work that way. Okay, so the more I hear these so-called pro-black men talking about they love black women, but you know what's going on when you cut off your YouTube channel. You know what's going on out there. There's no way that you love black women and you're telling them to go back out into that foolishness and deal with the pedophiles and deal with the serial baby mama makers. And deal with the sexual abuse, and deal with the physical abuse, and deal with the neglect and the mental abuse. There is no way that you love black women. So stop. You have a bunch of, and my channel may never grow as much as I see some of y'all channels have grown. But the women who are following you, they don't know what love really is. You know that. It is the same trick that black men have always played on black women. They know they don't know what love is. So they feel that you give them a little bit of attention, you say a few nice things, And that's all they really need. They follow you, they give you money, they do whatever. It's the same preacher mentality. But even with the preacher, he only in it for two things: the women and the money. That is all it's always been with the preacher. And that is what it is with the black man. So I don't trust these channels coming up now, after black men have been on this platform for decades, trying disparaging the black women, doing all kinds of damage to our reputation. Now I see these people coming up, they're talking all this love stuff. But if you really put your mind to it and think about it, how could you say you love someone and ask them to put up with filth? Ask them to live in filth. Ask them not to seek better for themselves. All for them to become, just because you want them to remain loyal to you, or to what you look like, or to the black male. So, and I've seen this over and over and over again. It's the same thing. Just tell her a few good words and she'll calm down, and she'll stop being mad, and she'll stop thinking about looking at other people. And if she thinks the black man is going to be mad at her for looking at other men, then she won't do it. She won't do it. And I know that's how it works, because I've been there. But you have to, at some point, use your own brain, black woman. Does this person have my best interest at heart? Why would he be telling me he loves me, but want me to go and be without a man, or be a single mama, or be an abused woman, or be a woman that has to bring home the bacon, fry it up, put it in the freezer, and make leftovers, while the man is in the living room with his feet cocked up, talking about, bring me my plate, and he ain't working? Y'all need to stop the damn sham, and stop telling black women you love them, but asking them to go back in their same decrepit lives.